Order of Saint-Lazarus of Jerusalem has been in existence since the Crusades. It came officially to Canada in 1962. Really involved in the early days with leprosy research, providing drugs, and funding leprosaria outside the country. Of course, charitable roles have changed, needs have changed, and so in Canada we've morphed and changed and grown. Still support leprosy. We produce a book called The Caregiver's Guide, focused in on hospice palliative care, ecumenical endeavors, and the treatment and eradication of leprosy.
We're really here to serve God and serve the world, not necessarily entirely our own denomination. Christians of various backgrounds working together for the betterment of the community they live in. Leprosy was quite common at that time, and when knights would get leprosy, they would be thrown out of their orders. And so, in order to continue as knights, they banded together as leper knights and their caregivers to found a new order called the Order of Saint-Lazarus.
I first heard about the Order of Saint-Lazarus through the military, and that's how I got to be interested. And to see that the order had been basically contributing to the care of individuals that had been afflicted by this disease since the Crusades, and they were still involved in it, showed me a dedication and purpose that is just incredible. We need to keep doing what we've been doing.
Everybody should have the best palliative care, comfort care when the moment comes. Organizations like the Order of St. Lazarus are present because they work at different levels. They work in the outpatient, in the community setting. They do a lot of support for that, helping with the scholarships, with providing resources, equipment to facilities, rooms, by participating, education, by the guides.
We need the Order of St. Lazarus to continue providing that incredible support. Having the Caregiver's Guide offered that education and almost like a manual. Once you read the Caregiver's Guide, it also provides tools in order to accept the condition of the loved one, which is crucial. Because we're not only talking about those physical needs, we're talking about that emotional journey that is equally important.
You bring that book, it tells the family that you're thinking about them as an emotional, human being who's at a very vulnerable time of their life. As a family sits at the bedside, they'll see the legs starting to swell. That's very worrisome to the family. What does that mean? And that's in a book, and they can ask me about it, get some explanation. What's happening with the breathing? We know that the breathing is going to speed up and slow down. If we can tell them what to anticipate, because we provided the information in advance and we prevented that kind of fear and panic reaction that leads to the ambulance being called. So it's a time in people's lives where small things are big things. You add in a teddy bear there, again, that'll just expand the impact.
I think it brings us back to that childlike sense of joy. Like when I give it to them, there's always that first initial oh my goodness, this thing is so soft. And often it's just around. It's in the bed with them. Sometimes it's sitting on the kind of the shelf of the Murphy bed, kids visiting the resident, and now that's becoming kind of a piece for them as well. It becomes another tool to help journey. It was with the person for most of the time, and then one grandchild or somebody in the family, that now gets passed on to them, and it becomes a tool for their grief. Kids grieve so much differently, and so to have a tangible piece of something that was with grandma or grandpa or whoever it might be.
It's not just children, it could be anyone that's in that room. It's an incredible tool that can also be passed on, that this is a legacy piece from that person. It's these experiences that just shows how important it is to continue to have these relationships. The impact on patients, not just palliative patients, but just patients with the Bears is truly heartwarming. Well, it's been truly incredible partnership. Its ongoing mission to support the palliative care beds at this hospital are phenomenal.
For centuries, the Order of St. Lazarus has been a beacon of compassion and care. Through generous donations, we support palliative care hospices and hospitals, easing the journey for those in need. Our volunteers craft twiddle muffs, bringing comfort to Alzheimer patients. We empower future leaders by awarding bursaries to theological and nursing students. And with an unwavering commitment to ecumenism, we foster unity and hope. Together, we touch lives and build a brighter tomorrow. Join us in making a difference. Whether through volunteering, donating, or learning more, your support helps us continue this important work. Visit us today at www.stlazarus.ca to learn more.